balcony that's just straight in the back.
Yeah.
This one, the balcony goes all the way around the venue.
Oh.
Where are you gonna see where we're going now?
I'll finish the story.
Okay.
Are we live?
Now we're live.
Hey, there we go. Hot damn, look at that. All right. So anyway, let's backtrack a little bit here. We thought we were live. I guess we were not. Couple members of September Morning. Introduce yourselves again.
September.
Riven. This is time travel.
Yeah.
Yes. And so September Morning, you guys are in town here in El Paso to perform. September Morning also a comic book
Yes.
as well. And how many issues and how many coming out actually?
There's 2 issues that are combined into one bigger issue that's coming out June 14th in stores. You can pre-order it at your comic book shop. It's through Image and Top Cow.
And you got so you've incorporated some of the other band members are also in
Yes.
the comic as well. You're the main character in the
I'm the
comic.
main character, Riven, who actually kind of created me. So Riven, all his fault, gave me my powers. There's Riven, there's Wraith, who's the eldest and most powerful of all the Reapers.
He seems to be from Austria or Germany.
Well, we did voiceovers recently for the comic book.
Uh-huh.
We're going to be releasing some stuff, but and they were like, "Well, how do you imagine him talking?" And I was like, I don't know, German,
There's one specific
angry.
scenario where he surprises September and goes, "Guten Tag."
Yeah, so he became.
Oh, is that why he
this-
said that?
That's why.
that's why
Oh, you're the one that said it. Okay.
That's why we were always saying Guten Tag. Yeah.
Wraith in the band doesn't want it to be German or Austrian, so he
Yeah.
won't
So
say
that,
it.
of course, the
Yeah.
rest of the
So-
band
so
is
we
pointing
keep-
it in that
So
direction.
Oh, yeah,
we
no,
keep
we're
saying
totally
Guten Tag. Yeah.
Guten Tag, Fraulein.
Exactly, that's how he
Exactly,
sounds in
yeah,
the
yeah.
book. It's great.
And so in the
Anyway.
comics, so you guys aren't necessarily friends in the comics.
Oh no,
Yeah.
we're pitted against each other. Well, except for Riven, but he kind of goes back and forth.
I was a bad guy that decided
You
tried
played both sides,
to try to be a good guy, and then I got in trouble for it, and now I'm stuck.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And so today is Wednesday. It's New Comic Day. Are there any
Woo!
new comics that
New comics.
you're really looking forward to, like that may be coming out? Is there anything other than your own? You can't count that. Or is it just kind of one of those ones like you can just occasionally kind of stroll into a comic store and you kind of see what's up?
I kind of see what's up like when I get there. It's mainly that when we get a chance to actually stop at a comic book shop.
I mean, for me, I haven't been able to keep up with anything new. So honestly, anytime I find out about something new, it's always Top Cow. Because since we work with them, they always keep mentioning all this stuff, and we're at conventions with them. And I'm like, oh.
Do they ever ship you stuff?
Oh.
We don't,
Or they
we
give
just,
it to
we
you?
just,
or-
we just go to the office.
Yeah,
and
we
they
just
give
go to the
it.
office and snag
Not a
it.
bad gig.
And they gave
Not
us,
gonna lie.
they gave us
Yeah.
like a dozen.
I mean, I like
things.
the new Outcast series that came out through Skybound. I think that's really cool with Robert Kirkman, and I think that's really cool. I mean, there's always Walking Dead and stuff like that, But,
Do you consistently get The
Outcast
Walking
is really
Dead
cool.
or?
I mean, I've read most of the comics, so yeah.
So, and do you follow with the show as well?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Do you both watch the show?
I've
Is it one of
watched-
those things you have to watch? Like, since you guys are on the road, if one person likes something, you immediately have to get into the same
It's
thing?
the other way around because on the road we don't have time.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
we get back home, we binge watch Netflix. And,
Okay, so Walking Dead, what are you binge watching?
uh,
Other than 13 Reasons Why, we
I
already
just
covered that on the show.
Yeah, that was recent. I just started Supergirl.
Yeah, I like Supergirl,
Yeah?
actually. I binge watched that. I binge watched The Flash, Arrow, all of the comic book, Daredevil and
Luke Cage
Iron Fist.
and Iron Fist.
And Iron Fist I was not too stoked on, but the end was better. The first couple of episodes I was just like, okay, come on, what's going on?
On Iron Fist, right?
Yeah.
Iron Fist was
It's
frustrating in the beginning.
It was
got
really
better.
frustrating.
It got
At least
better.
gets
It got
better. I only made
but-
3 episodes in. so-
Yeah.
Well, that's the hump. As soon as you pass that,
Yeah. Around 4th and
Terrible.
5th episode, it's okay, it's a little bit better, but he has to get out of the place that he gets stuck in.
Okay, so
yeah.
but you
Don't wanna reveal
Okay, so you
the
watched like Jessica Jones,
Yeah.
Daredevil,
I love
and
Jessica
Luke Cage.
Jones. Yeah.
Yep,
yeah,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D..
Yeah.
Okay.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is good too.
I see, because I thought maybe my expectations were too high, going from Luke Cage to then watching Iron Fist, because I loved Luke Cage. I thought that
yeah, it was
season
great.
was awesome, and then I started watching Iron Fist, and I'm like, it seems a little hokey.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's a little
It
bit
was.
cheesy,
It
yeah.
was.
His acting,
His acting
especially
was
for being the
kinda
main
hokey.
character, is so.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It was
I was
forced.
I can summon
Yeah.
the Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
don't
I'm
know.
still looking forward to Defenders.
Yes.
When it hits.
Yeah.
But so you got.
I want a Punisher. I want a Punisher series.
Well, that one's coming out
because
soon.
I know because
To
when he
redeem the
was
movies?
when he was in Daredevil, that was awesome. Like
Mm-hmm.
the whole Punisher Daredevil crossover was so cool. I want the series now. I'm like, okay, make that series.
We're ready for
That.
just
Yeah.
Punisher specifically. Scott?
Yeah, we're
Question
good.
from the chat. Kimberly wants to know who does the illustrations for the beginning of your videos.
Those are actually from the comic
Those
book.
are actually from the book. So if you really like them, go purchase the book at your local comic book store because it comes out June 14th.
yeah. But Samay,
Yeah.
we're always not sure if we say her name right because she's from Turkey.
Samay Kesgin is the woman that did the innards of that book, and then Mark Silvestri did a cover, and Samay did some covers as well.
Has there been any talks of going comic book to other mediums with Netflix and stuff like
It's
that?
funny
I
that
mean,
you should say that.
Yeah,
Because
there's
those are things that we want to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of different media outlets that we want to hit, and we're in talks to do a lot of different things with the property. So we're very excited about the property.
and you'll
right
make
now.
sure specific characters are German, right? Like if you were to, turn it into an animated cartoon, it's going to be German. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
think it's really
We're
funny.
trying to make the Reapers multinational.
Well, yeah, of course, because there's it's like a melting pot of people out there. You
Guten
gotta,
Tag.
Guten
Yeah,
Tag. Guten Tag.
Herr Frau Dai.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were actually also just talking about bands and stuff. Because I was going to, we're talking comics. You're more of
Yeah.
a band guy, and you were talking about Seven Dust. Is that one of your major inspirations?
Historically, yes. I mean, I'm into a ton of bands, but Seven Dust has been one of those bands that year after year, I check out the new album, I'm just like, still love them.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them as a wee little lad, I think on their first tour with the Bloodhound Gang in the 90s.
There you go.
I talked to Lejean about that one time. And he was
Yeah?
like, whoa.
Yeah, I had Lejean, the lead singer of Seven Dust. He called me out at a concert one time. They were coming to Portland. I couldn't find anybody to go with.
Yeah.
I got a couple of tickets from the station that I worked for. I called everybody I know, and nobody wants to go,
Yeah.
or nobody can go see Seven Dust. So I'm up on the balcony by myself, and I have a beer, and I'm just kind of, bopping around to the songs. And he starts to call out the crowd, because the crowd was really dead that day.
There you go.
Okay.
And so nobody's really moving around, and he goes, but this guy gets it, and he points to me, and I'm sitting
awesome.
like this, and I'm like, huh?
You're like Guten
And
Tag.
he's, yeah,
That's what you should
Frau Fraulein?
That's when you should have jumped off the balcony and been like, here I come!
Yeah.
Nah, people would have just probably moved the hell out of the way at that point then.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, this guy gets it, he's singing every word, because,
Yeah.
this was 2001 maybe.
Yeah.
So I knew probably like the lyrics to like every single song they were going to.
You know what
They
song
were
I
like-
love?
They were all
You
on
know
the
what
album
song I
too
love?
at that point, so.
That Black Out the Sun song. Is that
Oh,
what-
that's her new favorite.
I love that song. I just love the chorus, how it comes in, and the vocal and the cadence of it, and it's just yes.
And I
on that
don't
song.
believe Seven Dust has ever played that song live. I've never found a video on YouTube.
Mhm.
So can you please play Black Out the Sun?
Yeah,
Please,
you're
for
gonna have-
me,
If we ever
Lejean,
talk to
please.
them, we'll let them know. Play the
Guten
band.
Tag, Lejean, Guten Tag. I don't even know what it means, but I'm just saying it.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Kimberly wants to know what inspired the name September Mornings. What's the genesis of the project?
Okay, so it's kind of sad, but it's a personal thing actually. I had a really very close, my best friend growing up, died in September about 8 years, well, longer than that now, 9 or 10 years ago. And it's kind of like a tribute to him a little bit. So it came, he died in September, so that's where I got the month from. And then Mourning is because the whole comic is centered around death, and of course my friend passing, it's the whole thing kind of came together. And it just seemed like an appropriate kind of weird, almost like
It's
Native
inspiration.
American.
Well, it's just an inspiration at the
name,
moment. It all just kind of
know.
came together.
Yeah, but you know how
It's meant to be.
meant to be, yeah, sort of thing. So.
And do you think that experience kind of led to, you'd mentioned that the comics are really about second chances and getting a second
Yeah.
chance at life and stuff like that. Do you think that experience kind of guided the story down that path, or that was
Oh, it
inspiration for the
definitely.
story as well?
It definitely did. I mean that, and also personal experiences in my life and just growing up, and how you always think of what if I chose this instead of this, or
Mhm.
what if I chose this path or this outcome, or whatever, and that just led into it, you know? Like, what would be the parallel universe to what we have right now, you know?
You know what you need is a September morning choose your own adventure book. So
Choose
that,
your own
you can
The
choose
Hardy
2
Boys
adventures. Yeah, and then it's
remember
like
those
flip to
books.
page 67.
And then do you turn left or you turn right? And they change the story.
Exactly. I remember I had a
Bring that back.
Batman one of those when I was a kid.
Really? That's
yeah.
awesome.
And somehow you always end up on the same guy. Like I swear, I'm trying to pick different choices, and I always ended up like being captured by the Joker.
Yeah. What's awesome with those books
Well, he's
is
smart.
you could read the same book like 10 times, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
you could see how it was slightly different every time.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, if you guys had a chance to do a collaboration, what band would you want to collaborate with?
I don't even know if it'd be a band. We'd want to like just get outside the box.
I would like to collaborate with somebody maybe like outside the box, like maybe a DJ or something like that, like somebody just not even really in rock music per se. I mean, I like Muse. I would really like to work with Muse because I just love that band. But what about you?
It sounds weird, but I want to work with like a heavy bass DJ or someone that's in the more
Like Dead Mouse or something like that?
Well,
That would be cool.
Excision, Downlink.
Yeah.
We were really into Destroyed for a while.
Yes,
it was like a super group
Destroyed.
of 3 of those guys.
Have you seen these guys?
Uh-uh.
Oh, it's
And
so cool.
You should all check it out.
Yeah.
It's like the
DESTROID.
like Asteroid, but
Okay.
But
Destroyed.
destroyed.
To me, it's like the heavy bass sci-fi version of something like this
Yeah.
with a huge multi-million-dollar budget.
yeah, they spend
Yeah,
so
I
much
think
money.
their first show might have been in like San Francisco, sold out theater,
Yeah.
and they were all
Hey.
dressed up in these like spacesuits,
Mhm.
and with bass music, it's all computer stuff.
Yeah.
But the drummer was playing a digital set, and
Guitars.
and he was playing like a guitar-shaped thing with all.
So they're still
with,
performing.
with all
it's not
Yeah, they're
just
performing.
they
It's not
had
a
all the
DJ.
triggers for all their sounds.
Yeah.
impressive.
It was
and they were in the
crazy.
suits, and they have all the video because like Excision, like he always has like a crazy light show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But they did it as a band, and the entire theme is aliens from another world coming here.
to basically destroy the world. So
Yeah, hence
it's
Destroyed.
destroyed.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's awesome. Like their teaser videos online are super cool too. It's just really good.
It
stuff.
came out a few years ago,
Yeah.
and I think because it was such a hefty project,
They probably
they
couldn't
went back to doing
continue
their
it.
own thing.
Yeah.
But
a
but
little big undertaking. At
yeah,
that point.
Yeah.
But so, people like that where to try to inspire us to go into different sonic territory.
Mhm.
That's kind of
Yeah.
our thing right now is taking the foundation of what this band is and has been, and then figuring out a way to grow it into something else
Mhm.
and not just rehash the same stuff.
Mhm.
So
I think a lot of bands get like pigeonholed into a sound or pigeonholed into a box. And like the one band that hasn't really done that pretty much their whole career is Linkin Park, I think.
Mhm.
They kind of like go with the popular music culture and then just go with those sounds and they change throughout the years, and I think that's very progressive of them to do. And now they're going on tour with like Snoop Dogg and like
Mhm.
so they're going outside of their box, and I respect them for that. And I respect any musician that leans outside of their box, just because I think it's important nowadays in today's culture and in today's music business as a whole, that you can be multi-versed, different facets of your sound. And I think that's really cool. So
So when you guys came in today, you'd mentioned your trailer had
Yes.
some issues,
Mm-hmm.
and were you the driver, right?
I mean,
Mostly or not?
sometimes.
Or does it really alternate between the
It
van?
alternates, but I tend to do it more often.
Mhm. So you got the van and the trailer, but the issue was on the actual trailer. I
Yeah.
think we had a listener. Did they actually
I think they helped.
come
right?
set it up?
Yeah.
Danny Campbell at DC Mobile Welding.
There you go. There's
Showed-
a free plug because the guy
Yeah.
came out and hooked
He
up their
showed
van.
up. He showed up, and he got underneath it, checked
Thank
it out,
you, Danny.
and he diagnosed what he could see with the problem,
Mhm.
and then helped us swap the tire off, clean it up so we didn't shred the tire again.
Mhm.
We're actually going to go to a trailer place later just to double check, but
Mhm.
he got us so that we don't blow the tire out on the way.
I'd say that's a big.
And he's coming
That's
to the
a
show today.
plus.
Yeah. Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's coming to the
better.
show.
Yeah, he's gonna
Scott?
What was it like touring with Ghost?
We didn't tour.
We never toured
We were
with
s-
Ghost,
we were
but
supposed to do
I
some
bet
shows
it would
with
be
Ghost.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we never toured with Ghost.
We played festivals.
We did play festivals with Ghost, and
Mhm.
that was always cool. But like when you play a festival, you don't really. It's hard to talk to other bands. You're just running around the whole time, especially for me because I'm doing you know, when we did Rock on the Range, it was like 8 hours of press. It's like, you know, you're constantly just doing stuff. So it's hard. Sometimes you meet bands in the food tent, though, if you're eating lunch.
Oh yeah, if you're in catering, that's
yeah,
when
if
you
go to
really hang out.
catering, yeah. We saw the Avatar guys.
Mhm.
We were on tour with Avatar.
Yeah.
You can ask us about that. Those guys
How
are
was it
awesome.
touring with Avatar?
Avatar was amazing.
They're awesome.
Yeah, we love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time we do shows with them, it's always like a short run,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and we're like, can we just make it a real, you know,
Like a longer.
Yeah.
6 week
tour.
thing,
Yeah.
yeah, not just like a 1 week or 2 week.
Just love
a
those
full
guys.
tour.
Just
Mhm.
Nice guys.
Well, and they're inspiring too because like
Yeah.
their work ethic for how they do what they do is just, you know, it's inspiring.
And you said you were up at 5 a.m.
doing this.
Getting all that together.
This for you. This for you.
Just me, huh?
Yeah.
for this and
Well,
Buzz.
and then you're taking her out to a
Love you,
nice
Buzz.
Chinese
Yes,
lunch.
we're taking her
Yeah.
out for Chinese food. But then you were also
Like-
asked earlier too, like, is this something like you get it ready and then during the day you can take it off? But
No, I'm just.
it's
gonna
on,
be
it's on.
It's
Yeah.
on. It's on.
So when
It
you
just
come-
takes so long to do.
So when you
and-
come to the Rock House tonight,
yeah. I mean, I'll take
nothing.
I'll
will be
take
different.
this off. I'll take this off
Mhm.
after this, you know, and just like in my hair. But like the whole face thing, it just takes too
Plus,
long.
it's expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
can
mean, we
imagine.
are
The amount of makeup.
endorsed by MAC Cosmetics,
Which helps.
so which definitely helps. So thank you, MAC, for everything. We
Ding.
appreciate it.
But it's expensive.
So there's another question, but I'll set it up first. What did you guys do before September morning?
That's probably aimed at me.
Well, I mean, I was signed to a couple of pop deals. I had a production deal thing. I did a lot in music that I kind of thought was cool, but I wanted to do my own thing, and I wanted to do something transmedia, and I wanted to bring all of this. I'm from a theater background and a dance background, so I wanted to bring everything and culminate it into one project, and so that's why I did September Morning. What about you? I know what you did.
Well, I worked a lot of dead-end jobs in Cincinnati before I moved to Los Angeles.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with dead-end jobs,
And
man.
that motivated me to say I need to move to Los Angeles and find people to play with. I used to work for Live Nation. I was like set up dressing rooms, was a runner.
Mhm.
What's been great is we're on tours and I run into people that like I worked for.
Oh,
It's
really?
like, yeah, I went and got all your laundry and did all. They're like, hey, it's you. So
You're like, no, you get my laundry, bitch.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, like I used to set up dressing rooms at the Hollywood Palladium, Avalon, stuff like that. Interned in an R&B studio, and then actually was a runner there too. So I like met like Mary J. Blige. and
Babyface,
Jimmy
did you?
Babyface owned the building.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of all this music business stuff, and then I started the band Gemini Syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
and did that for 4 years, and decided that I needed to change, and left that. Got approached with this.
And now he steals souls for a living.
Yeah.
There you go. What kind of dead-end jobs were you working? Because I had a fair share before I got into radio.
I worked
Yeah.
at Best Buy. No, nothing against Best Buy, but I did not want to be a manager, and I'm not a career
Yeah, that's
retail
not-
person. So there's plenty of my friends that still do work for Best Buy, and they're making lots of money now because it's
Mhm.
been years. But it wasn't right for me, so it's a dead end for me.
Mhm.
I also used to work at a local pizza place called Trotta's Pizza.
Mhm.
Trotta's Pizza. Again, same thing.
If you're ever in Cincinnati, Trotta's Pizza.
Western Hills, go to Trotta's Pizza. It's a drive-through.
Really?
Yeah, like a pony cake drive-through. Like looks like a car wash. You drive through it. Don't get out of your car.
and just here's
Get
pizza.
whatever beer, sodas, all that stuff.
I want to go to Trotta's Pizza.
Yeah.
We actually had pizza there. He took us there and he made the pizza
Yeah, I
with
go-
the people there.
Yeah.
And he brought it to the house and we ate it and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So,
So-
Trotta's Pizza.
Yeah.
Inside.
Again, the same thing as the people that own that place and the people that work there are great. But again, for me, it's like I didn't want to do that forever.
Mhm.
So for me, it's dead end. But it's still a great place. They're still open. Every time I'm in town, they let me go back in the kitchen and make something from scratch.
Do they have a ribbon pizza or a September morning pizza?
No.
We should.
No, they have Geta pizza. If you know what Geta, anyone know what Geta is?
I know the
It's a
name.
very German.
Guten
breakfast.
Tag.
Guten Tag,
It's,
yeah.
Guten Tag.
it's a
Hey!
German
Oh.
food that's mainly seems to be only in Ohio. It's made from
Interesting.
oats and pork and beef.
That's so weird that
scraps.
it's only in Ohio and it's from
So
Germany.
it's like a alternative version of like a breakfast sausage, but it's with oats.
Oh, okay.
In the South, it's kind of like Scrapple.
Can we just talk about my boots and how cool they are?
Absolutely. Did you get those here in Texas?
No, I didn't. They're an old pair that I got redone. They're lane boots and they're kick butt boots.
Yeah, I saw it on your Facebook page. You
Yeah.
put down the Texas is the place for boots.
That's where you wear boots. It's in Texas. Where else would you wear them?
Well, not me.
Well, not you.
It's not really a boots guy though.
Yeah.
But then again, I get made fun of because I wear the same thing every single day.
Oh.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Same pair of jeans.
You're like on tour.
Same, yeah, it's the same pair of jeans,
It's like
same
on
pair of
tour.
shoes. The only things that really need to be changed are the shirt and the underwear.
Yeah,
cheaper,
that's what we do
cheaper,
on tour.
easier,
Yeah.
and you spend more time thinking about other things than like.
What am I going to wear today?
Yeah.
Does that kind of help you a
is
little
this
bit?
Yeah.
Wearing like the same thing?
Same outfit on stage and
Yeah.
the same makeup and everything. Oh yeah, of course.
Is-
But
Is this the T-shirt that defines me today? Is
Yeah.
this what I want
Yeah.
to represent?
I like it.
I
Just,
see I was in a Muhammad Ali kind of mood today. So.
yeah, I like it. The greatest. No, I like it just because of the character and stuff like that. So for me, it's just I get doing all the preparation and the makeup and the hair and all this sort of stuff and putting myself in the costume. I literally transform into that character before I go on stage. So it's a good mindset to have.
Do you have multiple versions of the outfit, or is it just it's one? You got it. If something breaks, it's got to get fixed before the show.
There's
There's
a yes and a no to that
yeah,
question.
yeah.
Mainly, she has one costume. She has little things that she will add on, which she'll start using on the headline shows.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to have other versions, but
Yeah,
it's
the
difficult.
the costumes are very expensive to make. Like
Mhm.
they're all leather, and they're very. If you actually take a look at the costume, it's so intricate.
I've seen it. I've seen the rivets and everything.
Yeah.
Last time you were in town, you had the whole.
Yeah, but even like if you look on the inside of the costume, there's like a corset that's built into the costume that moves
Mhm.
with the body, and then the costume is on top of it, so that moves. Because when you move in things, it's got to bend, it's got to stretch. I've got to be able to breathe in it, like because of singing. Like there's so many things that go into this costume. You don't really realize it, even if you just see it on. You don't
Mhm.
realize what's underneath. So
Yeah.
because of that, it takes a lot of thought and a lot of effort to actually get it right. I think
Trial
this
and
was
error.
the 13th costume we made to get it actually right.
Yeah.
So that I
The
could
13th?
Yeah.
13th version of the same costume to get it to the point where I could actually use it on stage for a full tour.
Yeah, yeah. Because
without like
the last version, it was like good for a show, and then she would be like, "I think I'm gonna die."
well, it's because
Couldn't breathe
well,
or move,
what would
or something's
happen?
poking you.
Well, what would happen is I'd take it off. The last version, I would take off, and I would literally have like a rash on my back or like
Welts.
welts from the leather because the leather was too hard and it was like hitting in the wrong spots and the boning wasn't working right, and so it's it takes trial and error.
But the real version 2, which is the redesign, is currently in process right now.
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
very excited.
It's
about
just it took 13 tries to get number 1 right.
that. But now
We're
that
not
we,
expecting to get number 2 right out
Well,
of
Well,
the gate.
but
actually,
it's
we
not.
will.
It's not gonna be 13 though.
no, it'll probably be fine because now that we have the template, you can make it look whatever on the outside, but you have to have the template of like the body.
It's like the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
You really,
It's,
that's
yeah.
what
it's
you
gonna
really
be a
need to nail
long,
down.
drawn out one.
Yeah, it's like the car. Like you have the frame. The frame is always going to
Yeah.
stay the same, but then you can put a different body on it. You know.
Mhm.
So,
And
yeah.
do you already have an idea of what like you want the exterior
Oh,
of
yeah.
the second version to look like?
Totally designed it already. It's in the process of being made. We're really excited. So.
Yeah.
Any other questions from the chat?
Other than maybe have you guys been to Chico's Tacos yet? That's
No,
about it.
Heard of it?
I love food, and if that's
If you
somewhere
do
I
take
need to go,
cash, it's cash only.
okay. I kind of treat tour like that TV show Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives,
Mm-hmm.
and whenever possible, I want to.
Chico's is always the place in El Paso that everybody always asks. Have you ever been to Chico's
Yeah.
Tacos? Have you ever been to Chico's Tacos?
Yeah.
So.
And actually, that's Brandon that said that's my friend.
Oh,
Go see
there you
Brandon.
go.
He works at a
Hey,
BMW
Brandon.
dealership.
Yeah, he
Go,
says
buy,
we've never taken you to Chico's.
Yeah.
This is a problem.
go buy a BMW from Brandon.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
He could have helped you out with your tire for crying out loud.
Well,
least
not we don't drive a BMW on tour.
No, that's not it.
No.
It's not a BMW trailer.
Yeah.
All right, and so we have version 2 of the outfit
Yeah.
soon. When was did you ever have a moment where either on stage or right before the show something major on the costume broke?
Yeah, and we gaff taped it because the back,
Just a
the,
quick
the
repair.
leather
The
got really
leather.
soft,
Mm-hmm.
and from being sweated and everything. So leather got really soft and it started to rip.
Mm-hmm.
I still
So-
have that gaff tape on the costume
Yeah,
right now
so-
because we were trying to sew through it on his last break, and we kept on breaking needles, so it was like, oh, whatever. Just
Yeah.
leave the gaff
So
tape on there
so
for
before
now.
we went on stage, I went behind her and I gaff taped it so it wouldn't rip more.
Yeah, so on the inside, just
But you
gaff
couldn't
tape.
but you couldn't see it because like
It's on the inside. It's
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
inside corset, but it was just like there was nothing else we could have done, at the time.
What you be saying? You didn't want tape showing on the outside, like, all over
no,
the
it was on
place?
the inside.
It
It's
kinda
on
kills the
inside.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
duh.
Daniel wants to know if you still do mastering for September morning.
Wrong
Okay,
Emily Lazar.
so let's just clarify this.
That's
I
what
am
he was-
not Emily Lazar, the mastering engineer.
She's a brunette.
She's a brunette and older and probably definitely a lot more successful than I am. But she's awesome, but she's not me. So different chick.
She's in New York.
And she's in New York at the lodge. We love you, Emily. You're amazing. You're not me.
All right, Daniel, I asked your question.
There
Yeah,
you
she
go.
kept complaining about it. She
So-
brought it up during the show today.
Yeah, I know. I
some-
saw it on
someday,
there. and
I
it
think it'd
was,
be fun if we meet with her and we put her in the makeup
yeah.
and put her next to you and see what it
Well,
looks like.
it's just
The
really
two
funny.
Emily
I
Lazars.
I was working with Howard Benson for a minute and on something, and she called to talk to him about something, or we called her or something, and I talked to her on the phone, and she was laughing. She's like, "Finally, I meet you," because people come up to her and are like, "Did you start a metal band?" And she's like, "No."
So you're both getting the questions.
Yeah,
so are you
it's
this
just
one
like-
or are you this
because
one?
I'm
or-
in makeup so often, you can't really tell who I am. So people are like, "Oh, well, maybe it's her." And no.
Is it a big deal for you if somebody sees you without your makeup to get a picture with you without makeup? Because there's some, like, remember Slipknot when they first started out with their masks?
Yeah.
Like, it was a big no-no to
Yeah.
see them without masks on. Or
Yeah.
even, like, remember Kiss when they would paint their faces?
Right.
And it was like a big reveal.
I try
It
to
depends- what-
stay away from doing. I mean, I've done modeling and things like that.
Yeah.
You can see
so
what
it's
I look
obvious,
like.
yeah. So it's kind of mode. Like when we're in band mode, we try to stay in band mode, even though we understand that it's not hard to figure out who we really are and what we've done because of the way the internet is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's
Back
just-
then they could have done it with Slipknot, but now they couldn't.
You can't do it like that.
Unless you want to be like a recluse and you're just around nobody unless you're
Yeah.
in band mode
unless
all the time.
unless your
Yeah.
entire life, you've been off the map on the internet,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
and you have no history,
Yeah.
and no one knows who you are.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
somebody's releasing your yearbook picture.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah,
that. I mean,
exactly,
which
exactly.
if you're that, then man, you should just go be a secret agent or something. Like,
Yeah,
But,
no
yeah.
footprint.
when it comes to like when we're in September morning mode, we try to keep it in that mode. But
Mhm.
when we're not in that mode, then we're not afraid of.
Who you actually are as people.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I thank you guys for coming in. And
Thank
I think we're
you.
about to go enjoy some Chinese food.
Chinese.
Check them out, Rock House, tonight, September morning. And hopefully the trailer thing gets
Yes.
Guten Tag.
completely, yes. And Guten Tag
Yeah.
to everybody. And on that note, we'll see you guys next week.